Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, Long Island is full of fantastic people. We have traveled into many of our great communities to bring you the following stories. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. Get ready, My Long Island TV starts now.
I grew up in Roslyn, went to Roslyn High School, class of '82. Had grown up in the radio business. My family still owns, actually, a station here on Long Island, WTHE, Black Gospel Station, 1520 AM. Great station. There is like some romantic appeal to saying, oh, it's my hometown, and I remember listening to, and driving past these radio stations. But more than anything, it's that these are great stations and a great community, and it's a top 20 radio market. It made sense from a business standpoint. These radio stations have been successful for a long time, and we take it's a responsibility that we take seriously to continue the success. It's not our strategy anywhere to cut the local service. This is not an operation where we say we're going to put computers in where people were before. This is not something that we're going to automate from Connecticut or anywhere else. This is not these are radio stations that have lots of people that are really good at doing their jobs, and by and large we let them do their jobs.
Jeff Warshaw's Connoisseur Media has been very successful. He understands the Long Island market, he understands New York. He certainly understands the ability of these radio stations that need to be local. There aren't any coin slots in the backs of radios. Obviously the goal is good product, great local community commitment. But at the same time, part of all that is a means to an end, which is that as a business, we want to be able to provide our advertisers and our customers with as a viable and advertising environment as we can possibly provide. And that comes back down to a great product. We call it the fairs, festivals, and parades. That community commitment, that community involvement, that's why we're so involved with the town of Hempstead, Oyster Bay, Nassau County, Suffolk County, Islip, Bayshore. I mean, the list goes on of all the towns and communities that we've been involved in over the years. And you're absolutely right, that type of guerrilla marketing, that grassroots marketing, where we're at the fairs and the festivals and the parades, and we're, proverbially kissing babies and shaking hands, and seriously, and making friends. Our stations see well over 2 million people a year. The Jones Beach Air Show alone is 300,000 people that we're in front of. We're involved with Roosevelt Field. Our charitable commitment, as you know, is very strong.
Let's go to the phones. Her best friend's name was the right answer to today's impossible trivia question.
We are the reason radio people should not be on television.
That's right. With the Wise Man and Frank, 913.
That's right. We are now connoisseur, and the Wise Man and Frank could not be happier. Yes, indeed. No changes for the Wise Man and Frank. Everything the same. SpongeBob SquarePants will still be at the forefront. We'll still be talking about Dumpwater, Florida. We'll still be having a great time on the radio every weekday morning. We'll get Jeff and the boys into our way of thinking. And we've had some fun with that, but we like sharing that with the audience, because just like any other change at any other business, you go, what's going to happen with the new guys? Well, the new guys, as soon as they met the Wise Man with a beanie on his head and saw Frank, they said, you're golden.
The Wise Man and Frank have a little bit of flair that they add to things that might be a little bit different than most people do. I think we addressed it in our own way on 94X. As soon as Connoisseur Media took over the radio station, you can now hear once an hour that we are Connoisseur Media's WIGX 94X. Hit music for Generation X. Our next Tampa tune, Real McCoy. Another night going to play between 1:15 and 1:45. When it does, you qualify to go to Tampa with the new 94X. The internet can't do, satellite can't do what local radio can do, and that's broadcast within the interest of the local community. And I think that's what we do really well. We have done really well for a long time, and we'll continue to do that. Embracing social media, embracing the internet, embracing all the different tools that we have in our toolbox to really hone in and really address the local community on 94.3.
Connoisseur Media of Long Island.
Our entire group here, Waldo, is probably well over 100 people. When you get down to it, we have about 55 or 60 full-time employees. But then on top of that, we have part-time employees. We have close to 25 interns. That 100 people really means hundreds of people when you consider their families, their kids, and everybody that's connected to this. So the stations themselves reach over 1 million people a week, and we've got close to 100 people involved in running these operations on a weekly basis. We don't see that slowing down.
It was television, was going to kill radio, and then 8 tracks. Some of you may remember those. And then cassettes, and then CDs, and then satellite radio, and now internet radio. People are always looking to bury radio, but the fact is that for a local medium, you know, we're it.